Alright, welcome back to another video. Another server install. See if we can get this one working. This is a Windows version of the EQ. Um, so, I should have left the web page open. Just have to download a script, which will do the work for you, which is right up here. Right there. So I've already downloaded it. And we're just going to right click, run as administrator, and it's going to do a lot of funky stuff. So here we go. It's going to download everything it needs, and it's actually going to install everything and then load it up. But first thing you're going to have to do is a couple of inputs. So let's let it do its thing here, get the files it needs. Now once it starts its automated install, I'm going to pause the video because it's going to take about 10 minutes, and I don't want you to have to sit here and watch the text fly across the screen. So these are inputs it's looking for right here. So where do you want to put it? Users, not so server, yeah, that's fine. You shouldn't have to really change anything. I'm using a virtual machine. Server code path, that's fine. Use an existing server, no. A database server, MySQL. So no, we're not going to use an existing one. We'll just leave the name the same. Or the database name is the same. I'm going to change the username. We should have left it EQ. I'll just call it EQ not so. Okay. And we're going to delete this random string of bullshit. Now you can find out what that is at the end. It'll open up the file that has the password in it. Now I will end up deleting this server at the end, so feel free to write down any passwords and usernames you see because they will not be at work after this is done. And crap is just falling off my desk now. Put in a password. Maybe. Okay, why are you not? There it goes. Now it took it like twice. I want to make sure it only takes the one. There we go. Yep, admin's fine for that. And again, we don't want some dumbass random string. Okay. Web port, we're just going to leave the same. Enable bots. Sure, why not? Enable mercenaries. Sure, why not? And there we go. It's going to do this for about 10 minutes. It's just going to go through this stuff here. There's nothing else for you to input. I'm going to go ahead and pause it, but just know that when the windows open up and when I hit continue, I have done nothing except let this do its thing. So like I said, it's going to do this for about 10 minutes, and then it'll open a file. It'll open Spire and log you in, and everything will be ready for you to start the server. So we will be right back. All right, it is finished, it looks like. It opened up a Spire window. It opened this up with as you can see, the username that I put in, and then, the passwords are not encoded. That's why I just chose something simple and said I will be deleting this afterwards, because there they are. and then it loaded up. Let's see here. It's still, okay, press enter to close. So we'll do that. And here is Spire. Sorry, you caught me in the background here. Replacing some stuff for the printer. So it looks like I'm good. Yay. Okay, so I can close that. All right, back to what we're doing here. Where's the login for Spire? Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. So we go to server admin. And here we have all your information. Okay. Now, what do we do from here? We can configure it. Well, first we can check power on. And we can run a login server, which we'll just leave that right there like that for now because we're not done configuring. So let's give it a name. We're going to call it Not So's World. We'll just call it NEP, Not So Entertaining Productions. Networking. All right. Public address. Yeah. We do not want to use the local address of that. We are going to use the address of the actual virtual machine, 192.168.2.28. We're going to take that. We don't need to worry about a key. We can just generate a new one. We do not have Telnet set up. TCP connection. We can leave it at 0 and the port at 9000. 0 will just listen on like everything. So here you can see it's looking for login EQEmulator, and then it's looking for ours here, the server to listen to here, and then that one's listening for that one, and then let's see, that one is 5998, that one's 5998. All right, where is 5999? Login EQEmulator net. Okay. That doesn't make sense to me because we need a 5999. Okay, so one can stay the same. I guess we can leave the host like that. 5998. So which one is that one? Is that EQ host? No, this is 5999. So let's load up Titanium. That was Seeds of Destruction, by the way. I'll go over this later. I'm just trying to get this stuff to work right now. If I can get connected, then I can go over how it's connected. Where are you? There we are. Known EQ News. EQ host. Yes, this is 5998. Okay, so this one is 5998. Let's just leave this at default for now. Let's go ahead and let's just power on. Let's see what happens. So I click the run login server. We hit the pre-flight. You have to do that before you can start the server, or before that lights up so you can hit it. So everything but the world, which is already up, and we start the server. If we go to server admin, you can see what's happening here. These are about to get pegged at 100%, or at least they were. That box doesn't do anything. See, they went away. Now we're just waiting for the zones. There's one online. It should have, what, 25, I think? There we go. 25 zones are up. All right. Load the shortcut. Accept it. All right, so the server is up. But you can see it still has that name in it, not my name. And you can tell it's not working. It should have loaded us in by now. I am not sure why it's still showing that name. Oh, here it is. Oh, I didn't save any of the any stuff I just did. That's why. Natso's World. That's my fault. I forgot to hit save when I made the changes. NEP. Save. Save. Did I do anything here? Yes. Save. I don't think I made any other changes here. I think I left everything as it is just to see what was going to happen with it. So then we're going to go here and we are going to restart the server again. Well, we're going to restart it, not restart again. So this should just eventually crash out, I hope. Again, you can go back here to server admin and see what's going on. You can see now the world address has changed down here now. All right. Down. Down, down, down. Let's log out. Log back in. Now the world is up. Let's hit play. And there we go. How nice is that, right? Huh. It automatically created a character called Newbie. Because I didn't do it. We can create a new character.
EverQuest. Before you can play, you must create your character. This explains the steps you should follow to create a character. First, you must choose a race, class, and gender in the character window to your left. Click on one of the races in the left window to display a sample model of the race, and in the bottom window, a description of the race you chose will appear. Once you have chosen a race, you must select a class. Click any of the possible class choices in the left window to view a description of it in the bottom window. Now that you have selected your race and class, you can customize the look of your character. Click the Set Face button in the character window and you...
Huh, cool. I don't ever remember hearing that talk like that. Let's go ahead and let's quit. So anyway, okay, that is that one. I don't... Now that's titanium. Now I know Reign of Fear will work, but I don't know if it'll work with this server the way it's set up because it uses a different port. Let's check it out. Okay, it does see the world is up. Nope, it is going to work. Okay, so it is configured correctly. All right, so let's go over what I did to actually get this up and working after the initial install. See, this one didn't auto-create one. And this one doesn't talk to you either. He looks all stubby. Stubby! Stubby. Cancel. Quit. Okay. I think it's just the resolution. It just needs to set up. Yeah, I need to set it up. So let's log out. Okay. So they do both work. So Reign of Fear and Titanium. I would recommend Titanium. It's more widely used in the other places, the other servers and all that. Wider compatibility. That's what I'm going for. All right. So we ran the install script. Okay. We came into Spire. We went to configuration, server config. First thing you want to do, change your world name and your short name. Yeah, the long name and short name. In networking, if you want to go public, you're going to fill this in. If you are only interested in local play, you put in the IP address of the server that is currently hosting EverQuest. All right. I didn't mess with these at all. This right here is the one you're logging into, the 127001. That's that's localhost. Or you can go to projecteq.net and create an account, etc., and make your server public or for your friends or whatever to log into from remotely. And that's where you would have to come over here and put in the public IP address. You can go to whatismyip.com to grab that if you need to. You have other options that you can play with. You can set everybody as an account administrator right here at 0. Set it to 255, and they're all going to be admins. So anyway, you can change your ports and stuff here. You can modify your database information and this stuff here. Let's see, I did not create a character, but I wonder if it'll let me do it. So we have Heidi SQL here. So we can use that to connect to our database. We want to go with a new. That's fine. I chose EQ not so, I believe. And it was 1700, I think. So we should be able to open that. Yeah, sure, why not? Yep, and here we go. So is there one in here? Yeah, count. Huh. All right, let's make this a little bigger. Let's see. There we go. Not so. So I can also change, obviously, different stuff here as well. I can hide myself. Fly mode, all that good stuff. ID 1. I believe that is where you would change it. And that makes me an admin. Should. I'm believing that's what that account right there means. It's been a while since I've done it. The instructions actually tell you how to make yourself an admin. Set a GM account. There it is. And set your account status to 255. Yeah, right there. Okay. So yeah, so now I can actually do everything an admin can. I can, end quests, start quests, create items, monsters, summon people, all that good stuff. Okay. So we can go ahead and close out of here. It automatically saves the database. You may need to restart the server for that to take effect, but I don't think so. I think when you log in, it accesses the database to see what your character should be. So, I mean, this was, it's fairly simple as you can see to set up. All I did was right click. I downloaded the file. I copied it. I created a folder on the desktop for it and then pasted it in there so that way I wouldn't have to re-download it if I had to do it again, which I actually kind of did. And I did right click install and it said, where do you want to install it? And that's where I just left it at default, which puts it in users and then your actual username right here and then server right here. So this is where it all is. So this is where you would start up Spire right here. If you completely shut down and start your Windows machine back up, you want to run Spire, and then from Spire you can do everything you need to do with this. So when I hit power on, I turned on the login server, and that's how I was able to log in locally. Now, in your EverQuest, Titanium, or Reign of Fear, I think Seeds of Destruction will actually work too. I believe it does, actually. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to find your EQ host text file. So once you find that, you can just use the number sign or pound sign, comment out the first line, and then you want to put your local IP address in here, the one that you're trying to connect to, colon, and then for, what is this? Reign of Fear, it's going to be 5999. Now, if you're on Titanium, it's going to be 5998. It does tell you in the directions here, or the instructions. I do believe it tells you which one is which. Let's see. Maybe not. Thought it mentioned it in here about the actual numbers, the port numbers. Well, you can see it here too. It's under login server configuration. You don't have to mess with this document, but you can see that Titanium is here. And yeah, it is Seeds of Destruction. And Reign of Fear falls under this as well. So, or I'm sorry, it's right here. So you can see it's 5999 or 5998. So if your version doesn't work, try one or the other. Now, after you've adjusted your host file, you right-click on the exe, show more options, create a shortcut. Then you get this. Right-click on it, go to Properties. Now, this is extremely important. At the end of all of this, at the end of the quotation mark, put a space and then type in the words as one word, Patchme, Patchme. Once you do that, go ahead and apply it, and then you can run it. And then you'll be able to log in just like you saw me do. I don't think there's anything else to this. That seems to be it. I mean, there's a lot you can do with Spire. You know, you can set a message of the day, so when you log in, hot reload some quests. Got a whole bunch of logs. You can set up a Discord webhook to notify you for whatever the hell reason. I didn't actually look it up, so, you know, you can update your server from over here. You know, unique crashes, total crashes. I don't know if, I mean, they all say install, so I don't know. Oh, here it is. It tells you what you currently have. I have 22.62.2, so I currently have this one, so I don't need to install this one. Editing tools. I haven't even looked at this one. Okay, I don't know what the hell that. Oh, now you got your bots. Okay, that's interesting. I guess you. Okay. Oh, calculators for race and stuff. Yeah, see, I don't know what all this is, so I'm not going to mess with it. But I'm just saying, if you're into this stuff, you can have at it. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. You see how easy it was to get this up and running. One final thing. I'm not sure if you need to do this or not, but I did open my firewall ports on my router. The reason I say you may not need to is usually within your own local environment, you do not need to open ports. You're usually okay to send traffic back and forth with internally within your network. But you might need to go ahead and open the ports, which they are listed up here. Right here. These guys right here. So you can open up these ports, port forward them to your server or to your instance that's running, whatever the IP address is for that. You may need to do that. I have DMZ open, so everything went to this one. So I mean, I can close DMZ and test it. Give me a second. Where's I need a web page. Bring this down here. Let's see, hold on. See, I'm going to WAN, DMZ, turn DMZ off and apply. Okay, my DMZ is now off. I do have the ports forwarded though. Okay, nice. All right. So yeah, you still may need to actually forward the ports, but at least I eliminated the idea of needing to just forward everything. I was testing it earlier, trying to figure out why it wasn't working, and it turns out that I was overthinking how to get it to work. But let's go ahead and let's pull this up here. So you can see I have the ports forwarded to my IP. I have 3, EQ, EQ1, EQ3. I could probably put them all on one line. Yeah, I could probably edit it and just keep putting them out here. But anyway, here we have them. I don't know if you need to do it, but it's worth. If you can't connect, go ahead and do that. You don't have to do those right away. You can try those next. There we go. So anyway, that's it for this video. That is EQ. I will put the stuff in the description and talk to you later. Bye.